Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Kautar Aranbo and I'm the coordinator for Project SOAR. As you already know that we worked with you in several projects before, including the IMF and World Bank event. And today I'm here not really to provide a lecture, but just to introduce more what Project SOAR is, and also to tell you about one of our projects, which is a movement to abolish child marriage. Yes, so what's Project SOAR? So Project SOAR is an organization that started in 2013, and it was founded by our founder, Maria Montague. And she, it started in a small douar. Actually, it started in her villa because she saw that the girls don't really go out, don't really have fun as much as the other boys. So that's why she started asking the girls to come to play around or have activities in her house with her daughter. Okay, sure. So yes, so that's how it started. Just started with the simple idea of helping the girls of the douar to get more activities, enjoy a bit, learn more and all of that, and just to take them out of that, isolation in their house and all of that. And then it grew this idea to become what is now Project SOAR. And so here we would say what's the problem is. So what's the problem is that we have globally, we can say that there is 12 million of vulnerable child marriage and to child marriage and GBV, so gender-based violence. And we also have plus 500 million of girls who are faced by period poverty. So there is lack of menstrual products and adequate facilities for menstrual hygiene. We also have plus 129 million who are at risk of school dropouts, and this is according to UNESCO into 2021. So this is globally, and of course Morocco is not excluded. So we can find here in Morocco that 40% of Moroccan teen girls are child brides. We also have 71% of Moroccan girls aged between 15 and 19 are victims of any form of violence, higher than any other group. And we also have 39% of girls aged between, again, 15, 17 in rural areas go to school, compared to 51% of boys aged 15, 17 in rural areas. So I think this is not something new, and you also know, in the rural areas they face a lot of economic challenges. There are a lot of also the culture, maybe the tradition. It's rooted in it, the patriarchal system a bit. So all of these challenges sometimes lead to favoring boys and girls, and this leads to girls to end their school. Their school journey, so they drop out. There are issues with also when it comes to just you find school that is far away. So of course the fathers or the parents, they decide to not send their girls to a far away school because they have to walk miles away. So they decide to just to make them drop out of school for their safety. So, what is the SOAR goal? So here we can say what is the SOAR goal is a girl that is between 13, 17, sometimes to 18. She might have an average of 3 siblings. She's marginalized. She lives in marginalized community, basically mostly rural communities, or even within the cities. You know that the city is not all stable. There are some areas where it's also marginalized as well. And they are living in less than $1 a day. So these are the girls that they benefit from our program in Project SOAR and our beneficiaries. So what Project SOAR, what's the solution for Project SOAR? The solution that Project Store provided is in terms of, empowering these girls by providing them with the 25 workshops. These workshops target like 4 to 5 modules. So we have the first module, which is value. So here we teach the girls.
Excuse
yes.
me. Just for students to take notes.
Yeah.
Just go
Slow
slowly.
down.
Ouais, just s'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît.
Sorry. Sure, I will try.
C'est peut-être la première fois qu'ils m'entendent parler en anglais. C'est peut-être la première fois qu'ils m'entendent parler en anglais.
Okay. Ah, I see it. Understand.
Yalla, c'est bon. S'il vous plaît. Yalla, Afak, s'il vous plaît. C'est dingue. Pour diverger, il faut moins d'une seconde. Pour diverger, il faut moins d'une seconde. Yalla, on converge, Afak. Yalla, s'il vous plaît. Donc, si vous pouvez aller un peu plus doucement parce qu'ils auront besoin de ces détails pour le compte rendu.
Sure.
Merci. Yalla, bon courage.
Okay, so as I said, with Project SOAR, we developed a solution to help these girls, okay? So in order to help them, we want to empower these girls. How? We provided the workshops for them. It combines 25 workshops for now, and we have 5 modules. So the first module is value. So in this module, we teach the girls that she is valuable, she is just as valuable as a boy. We teach her to have confidence in herself, develop her self-esteem, and so this is basically it. So in this module, that's what she learns, because we want her first to know that she is important, she is strong, and she is valuable. And then after she gets this information, we move to the next one, which is the voice. Here we want her to learn that she has a voice. She can speak up. She can tell her opinions. She can argue. She can say no. So she can say no if her parents want her to drop out from school. She can say no if, for example, she is subject to child marriage. So this is this module is really important, and we can say from our experience, not necessarily it helps the conversation or the communication with families. It really evolves it. We can say we have certain times when we have parents come to us, and then we ask them how this helped them. They say I am able now to communicate with my girl, even before, because they are in teenager, and it's really tricky and sensitive. So the other thing is, most of the girls, they say, I am able to raise my hand and answer in school. Before I would feel so shy and not say anything, but right now I am. So I can express my opinions in school. My level of in education has improved and all of that. So this is we found that this is a really important module in our the entirety of our workshops. Then after we get now they know they are valuable, they have their voice, we teach them about their body. So in this one, we mostly focus on the menstrual hygiene part, and we also teach them about to accept their body as it is, to love their body, to how can I say, to take care of it in terms of health-wise, in terms of what else, lifestyle, go to the gym, eat healthy and all of that, and also, most importantly, the menstrual part. So we teach them about some, when that it's kind of a taboo topic, or something that not all of people talk about with their parents or mother and something like this. So what they do is we teach them about some falsified thoughts they have, how to, for example, I don't know, some people, they tell them you cannot shower in that day, for example. So we just fix those falsified informations, how to use, which products they use, in terms of hygiene. And also we provide them with the menstrual kit that is sustainable, because not everyone has the means or the ability to pay for those menstrual products. So we provide them with a B-Girl. It's just a product like manufactured in the United States, which is like underwear that is sustainable and it can last like 3 to 5 years. So yeah, this is when it comes to the body. And then we move to the next part, which is rights. And here we teach them about their rights. And particularly we focus on education and the right not to get married early. And also the right not to face sexual harassment or be a victim of gender-based violence. So we teach them about like what are the types of violence, like electronic one, the psychological, the economic, all like the verbal and all of that. So they are aware of what are the types of the violence, so they can know when to seek help and know, and then also tell them that there is ways where you can ask for help and how to get that help. And after knowing all about this, we move to the path. And here we just we teach, like we provide them about how to draw their path. Most of the girls, like they just see, like, probably the maximum go to the baccalaureate or pass. And then if after they would just think maybe I will go to nursing or the university, they don't have like a lot of broader vision to what to do. So we want them to see that there is beyond that. They can dream whatever they want. They can draw and include their path as they want. And yes, and then just build their future. So this is basically our workshops and the modules that we work on. So to do so, how we work or how we operate. So usually what we do is that we hire facilitators in different areas in Morocco, and they facilitate the program and they do the workshops. So we provide them with a box, or actually a bag. So we call it Sora in a box, or we should actually change it to Sora in a bag, because we provide them with a bag full of materials. So the materials they have is, for example, the workshop curriculum, facilitator training manual, supplies for all workshops, B-Girl period kits, empowerment journals, SOAR club toolkits, SOAR dialogue toolkit, and mobile reporting system. So basically we provide them with everything they need, all the materials, including even pens or papers, and even like something like for activities and all of that, everything they need to facilitate the program. So here I just want to move to talk about our impact and what we've done so far. So SOAR in 2020, yes, that's not. So this is just basically just just a box full of materials, and just like everything they need. It's not like yes. Anyway, just supplies and the curriculum and all of that. I don't know. Should I move on, or you still need? Okay. I think we can. Okay, so I want to move. It's not important. If you allow me, I would like to proceed, and maybe later on I can go back. So, our impact of 2022. So far, like in 2022, we have had 80 facilitators that were trained and facilitated the program. 47 squads. So squads is like the sites we have our workshops at. So we had like 47. We managed to activate 27 SOAR clubs and empower 1,523 girls. We conducted 44 SOAR dialogues. SOAR dialogues are just dialogues that are done with the community or like parents on a particular topic, mostly like something that's really like an issue in that community. We also, so in these SOAR dialogues, 1,209 community members that has attended or the dialogue, and SOAR sites. We had like 40 SOAR sites so we had like squads and 40 SOAR sites. Yes. So I will just repeat it again. So 80 facilitators, 47 squads, 27 SOAR clubs, 1,523 girls, 44 SOAR dialogues, 1,209 community members, and 40 SOAR sites. Yes. So squads is like, for example, in one site we can have 2 or 3 squads. Did you get it? So we have, for example, let's say Marrakesh, okay? So in Marrakesh, this is a site, so a location. And we might have just in Marrakesh 2 sites. For example, right now we have 2 sites in Marrakesh, 2 in Sidi Youssef, or 2 squads actually. You see? So where do we work? This is like basically, we can say like up to now we touched upon like most of all of the regions of Morocco. So we are in the north, we are also in the east, like we worked in Berkane, we are like in Rabat, Gaza, we also reached even to the down like in the Sahara to Dakhla and Laayoune. So these are the places that we worked in since like we started Project SOAR. The official, like as I said before, we like the Project SOAR, like as a seed, it started in 2013, but officially, like and legally, it was in 2015. So here is our impact data. So it's also for the same year of 2022. So 100% plan to go to the next grade. So we make an assessment at the end, like we have a baseline, and then we do an end line. So in that end line, we find like 100% plan to go to the next grade. We have 85% of SOAR girls access the back 2 exam, and then 89% passed the school year, only 3% dropped out of school, and only 0.91% married underage. Yeah. Okay, go back. Let's assess. Assess the field. Because after this one, they can have the exam right after. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sure. Yes. So now this is okay. Just go back. So this is just like a presentation now that we've done like on Project SOAR, because we just wanted to tell you about Project SOAR and what the work they do, so you can have a general idea how it started and how like our project become. And then like for the next one, where I will go to talk about the bigger movements, or particularly the child marriage abolition movement. Yeah. So you can go back more. Just so the bigger movement, or it's building a greater girls' rights movement. So this is the name of the actually like the movement that we created, and it actually came at the beginning as a movement that we want, like, you know, to tackle all the issues that teen girls face. And then we specialized for the moment in child marriage, as we saw there is a need at that moment that this is the topic that should be targeted. So here is this is our logo for the movement. Yes. So what is the problem? We saw that there is a problem when it comes to child marriage in Morocco. So there are legal loopholes in article. So in the Mudwana, we found that there are legal loopholes that still permit child marriage. So legally in Article 19, it says that 18 is the legal age for marriage. But they come after that and they provided articles that kind of like provide legitimacy or like exceptions for girls to get married even under 18, that we will discover afterwards. So when it comes to statistically, girls not bride have said that there is 14% of girls are married at 17 or under, and 4% are married by 14 or under. We can also find that by a study that is being done, by FLDF, which is also an organization that cares about gender-based violence in Morocco, and it's like national-wide. And they found that on the national, the number of acceptance of child marriage cases in Morocco in 2019 was 62.15%. So it's more than half that is being accepted. We also have on the region in Marrakesh, we can find 85.5% that was accepted in 2019 and 86.11% that was accepted in 2022. So we see that there is an increase. And actually, according to this study, there is Marrakesh leads the child marriage. Like the region of Marrakesh is the #1 when it comes to child marriage cases. And we can find that 99% of these child brides do not continue school, and also they do not work. So we really have very alarming numbers that really like demands an actual movement on this matter. So who are the affected by this? The affected by this are teen girls between the age of 12 to 17. Who are from marginalized communities, as we said, because mostly like this cases, I'm not excluding the urban area, but it is like mostly, seen or found in the rural areas. What is the solution we found as the bigger movement is to close these legal loopholes in the article, in the Mudwana, and we hope to do so by 2025. So we are both, like during our work, we do both, because here we said like how by amending articles of the Family Code of the Mudwana, which is law, but on the same time we are also awareness raising, because you have to do, like when doing advocacy, you are both, asking for amendments, but at the same time you are also doing awareness raising on the topic. Because how can I say, this is what we found during our journey is, yes, you can change the law, but the mentalities is very essential. So we have also to change the mentalities to go along with the law. So what do we want to change? Here we can go to, these are the articles that we want to change. So here we have Article 20, Article 21, and Article 22. So for articles, these articles, especially 20 and 21. So in 20, they give, so as I said before, we have Article 19 that says, the legal age of marriage is 18. But then they come and put Article 20, which gives the right to the judge to accept a child marriage case according to some conditions. And they put these conditions is to do what is called a medical examination to see if this girl is fit to get married or no, and then to also do a social also research on the family, on the girl, to see why this girl is getting married at that age. So they put these exceptions, and then we have in Article 22, which gives the right to the what is called the legal guardian, the father or anyone else that accepts the marriage. So in this one, they don't seek the acceptance from the girls as long as the legal guardian has said yes. Both of the articles have issues because when they did them before, they thought they're gonna be an exception. So we would have just fewer cases or just an exception to the rule. But in fact it has become the opposite. Now we have it as a rule and not an exception. So what we want is to remove these articles entirely from the Mudwana. So we want to have 18 with no exceptions. We don't want any girl to get married before the age of 18. So that's what we are demanding as an organization, and also I'm sure other organizations are also doing the same. There are also fewer amendments that we would like to do, and in this one, we want to amend some articles 1898, 116, 195, and 199. So in general, the purpose of these amendments is because when we did this whole legal process, we did it with MRA, which is an organization that has lawyers and they know about the legal matters, and that's what we came up with. And they want not only we save the girls that are coming, but also save the girls who got married even before from child marriage. So that's why these amendments come to exist. Okay, so in this one, for Article 98, so here it states what are the grounds on which divorce can be done, or the woman can ask for divorce. So she can ask for divorce if there is harm, and especially harm, the husband doesn't do any maintenance, provide any maintenance. There is an absence, the husband has gone for a year or two and she doesn't know where he is. Latent defect, there is an issue, abstinence and abandonment. So all of these reasons for when a woman can go to the courts and ask for divorce. And for this one, we want to add a clause which is if she was married before the age of 18. So we want to add that if she was married before 18, then she also can ask for a divorce on this term. Yes. And then we have Article 116, and here it says, a woman of legal majority may obtain divorce in exchange of compensation, and they added a bunch of information on the exception, unless she was like, under aged marriage, and then she needs like a legal guardian to confirm or accept this divorce or say yes to this divorce. So now, since we want no exceptions, so there will be no exceptions. So hence the removal of that sentence or that information. And then we have the family, now Article 195, and for this one, it says about, can I check? Yes. A maintenance for the wife shall be awarded by judicial decision starting from the date the husband has ceased to pay the maintenance expenses incumbent upon him, and the wife does not lose her right to maintenance until she has been ordered to return to the conjugal home and has refused. So for this one, we want to add, unless she was married before the age. So before the age of 18. So here, how can I explain it is that, so the husband, when if, for example, there has been a separation, there was an argument, and they want to go to divorce, and the wife went home or went somewhere else. So in that period, the husband still is obliged to pay maintenance, nafaqa, for the wife. So, but then this is like can be stopped if the husband demanded that the wife comes back to the house or to the marital house. So now we want to make an exception for the woman who got married before the age of 18. So this rule doesn't apply to the girl who got married before the age of 18. I hope it's clear. And then we have Article 199. Article 199. And in the event the father becomes wholly or partially unable to pay maintenance to his children, and the mother is affluent, so is able to pay the nafaqa or the maintenance, the latter shall become responsible for their maintenance in proportion to the amount the father is unable to pay. And of course, and also here we want to add, unless she was married before the age of 18. So these are basically what, like, the amendments or also the modifications that we want to apply for the Mudawana. And here I would like to introduce you what we have done so far to make this happen. So far we held 227 workshops held on child marriage. We also did, in this workshop, 4,667 girls attended. It was done in 94 sites, 97 workshops held on child marriage, plus 34 girls attended workshops. 400 local and national stakeholders engaged. So during the community dialogues, and also we did a trip to Rabat where we took the girls to meet, stakeholders in there. I think we will talk about it further after. So it was 400 local national stakeholders that were engaged, 1,805 community members attending SOAR dialogues on child marriage, 315 activities trained to advocate against child marriage, and 20 SOAR girls meeting ministries, parliamentarians, and plus UN agencies. Yes. Or go back. I can explain from here. Yes. So what I want to say is that we did mobilize for this cause, and since then, as I said before, we did several community dialogues to raise awareness in the communities. We trained some girls, we trained 20 or 30 girls on advocacy and child marriage and the law. And they themselves went to their communities and trained other 20 girls. And then we continued to do community dialogues, and then we went to the national level. We went to Rabat to meet stakeholders. During these Rabats, it was the girls that advocated for themselves. Because from the beginning we said, why would us, like, the grown-ups would advocate for a cause that is done by others? Like, it's also legitimate, but it can be stronger if the girls themselves went and advocated for the cause, because they are the ones who are feeling, who are in the shoes of that cause. So we went to Rabat, and the girls had the chance to go to the parliament, talk and advocate in the parliament level with the Istiqlal party, with the PAM and the RNA party as well. And they also had the chance to go to the Ministry of Justice, where they met with Al-Wahbi, and also they met with the Minister of Solidarity as well, and UN agencies like UN Women, like UNFPA. They also met with ambassadors from like the Norwegian, like the Nordic Circle, Norwegian, Sweden, and all of those. Yes, so all of this was done last year, and now it came like to, we see that there is an impact for that, because like there is a movement, and now people has come to, to talk more about this. There has been a lot of awareness raising, to the extent now that the king has ordered the change for the Mudwana. And now we are hoping, like us as a civil society, to that this Mudwana includes the changes that we are demanding, and say no to child marriage in the Mudwana. So I just want to say, like, this is in a nutshell what we have done, and now what we want to do, which is to further mobilize on this topic with the girls. We would like to meet more stakeholders. We would like to conduct more community dialogues to spread awareness on this matter, and also have like peer-to-peer empowerment and dialogues in schools, and of course have a media campaign and a press conference and art exhibition. So these are the plans for our, like as an association, for our next movement within this, let's say 3-4 months. So here I come to an end, and I would like to see, you can go back because yeah. So I'm here today as on behalf of Project SOAR, and I would like you to ask you, like, also to join our movement, to join, the cause for abolishing child marriage, as it's something that impacts like these teen girls. When they get married, they lose the chance to stay in school. They lose the chance to have a brighter future. They might get harmed. We don't know their situation. They might be victims of gender-based violence. They might. I mean, a lot of things could happen to them, and we would like to save them from this. And just as precaution, we know you cannot say when you are aware or not, but at least we would like to do a prevention. So that's why what we are here, and we would like you to join us to say no to child marriage and to 18 without, no exception, and this is by signing the petition to stop this. I know usually we said the initial plan was to have the QR code for you now to sign, but I was told the internet is not so great in this level of the floor or this basement. So I think the organization or for the administration here, they were gonna send you the QR code in your phones, and we would like you to sign the petition and to help us end the child marriage and abolish it for good.